This video is picking up steam. This stepdad says, I ain't doing none of that OnlyFans, not in this house, not while I'm around, not with kids. And everybody is cheering for this guy because OnlyFans is cringe. There's also a bunch of these videos that have gone viral where women pretend to be super rich off OnlyFans, and it's just not true. The truth is there are some women who make an insane amount of money on OnlyFans. Congratulations, you're a hooker. But this dad is like, not in my house. Check this video out, and then I got a lot to say on this.
So my 18-year-old stepdaughter decides that she want to create an OnlyFans in my house where I paid for it. So I put it out, right? Case closed. My wife comes home and starts an argument talking about I'm wrong for putting out her daughter at 18 years old. And I try to explain to her, one, I have other kids in this house. So before we even start that stupidness, we're not going to have a young lady in here who just turned 18, started OnlyFans, filming in my living room with pictures on the wall. She's not even smart to even black out the pictures. And then also she got her siblings running around here. We're not doing that. So I told her politely, I packed her things, and I told her black ass to leave. Well, my wife's going to say,
Let's go.
If my daughter's not welcome here, I can't be here either. Well, then you and your daughter can go. Both of y'all can have that kind of
hold
crazy
on a minute. Is there legit a smoke alarm chirping in the background, dude? Did someone add that?
mentality and leave, because we're not doing that in this house at all. Not with kids around, not when I'm around. One, this is not even my biological daughter. Do you think I want to be around here watching my wife's daughter in skimpy clothes, twerking and doing ungodly things in the house?
I don't know if this is true or whatever, but this video is fantastic. I'm going to shout this guy out because at least that message is good. Look, man, this is like the reverse of what people always complain about with black dads. This is a guy who married her when she had it with a kid, and he's taking care of her and his kids too. And he's saying, don't be doing these ungodly things in my home. I got tremendous respect for this. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, man. It's the internet, but I'm going to give it to this guy at least for the message.
I'm in here. The child was doing it while I was in the room. I'll come out and I see her doing the unthinkable in the living room.
In the living room?
Now, if I was her real father and I walk in the house and I see that, knowing that another man was in the house, somebody's going to be bleeding and get hurt.
Oh, man.
It's not just going to be her. And I would agree with him. I would never allow that in my house from anybody's children. It doesn't matter what it is. Not in here, though. So, yeah, so we're gonna get a divorce.
Whoa.
And I don't care. I'm standing on my 10 toes, okay? Now, yeah, she's grown, and I'm not denying that. But she could go get her own place and do that in the comfortability of her own home. You're not doing that shit here.
Be a hooker somewhere else.
Where are we doing this at? Why are we giving these kids so much leeway? And who told them that they was grown at 18 years old? They can't pay no bills. They got to work 10, 20 jobs to pay their cell phone bills and all that good stuff. Let's just be honest about it. So, no, I don't care. My wife left, or her...
Bro, the smoke alarm chirp? No way.
Ignorant ass daughter. You won't be doing that stupidness in here. I tell you that much, all right?
Yeah.
So, you can say what you want. I don't feel I'm wrong. Yes, I put her black ass out, and she's going to stay out. And she's never allowed to come back in here because now I can't trust you. I'm not gonna be in here filming all kind of... Anyway, you guys should have seen the things she was doing in this living room at 3 p.m. No, never.
Is there a link? So I can... I'm just kidding.
Again. All right, so that's my side of the story. Peace.
I'm happily married. I think OnlyFans is absolutely disgusting. And OnlyFans is gross. Let me just tell you, I think OnlyFans is probably an op. I mean, like, not really, guys want to pay girls to get naked. We get it. But think about what the ramifications are for this country. When OnlyFans started getting more and more popular, and basically now they say like most women try and do an OnlyFans so they don't make money. I'm like, what are the repercussions of that? There was one viral video I saw where it was this woman who apparently she tried doing OnlyFans. She made no money. It was made by a family member. It's like she tried doing OnlyFans. Nobody subscribed. She couldn't get any attention. And she destroyed her life because now everyone in their community knows that she did it. And they look at her like a hooker. And I'm like, that's the ramification of convincing all these women to get naked. Well, the one thing I can say is it'll boot them out of the workforce. But then again, with AI content, it's going to be guys making AI naked chicks for other guys. In the Post, End of Days says, this dad kicked his 18-year-old stepdaughter out after she started OnlyFans and filmed explicit content in the family living room. Blah. Wife threatened to leave. He says, you and your daughter can go. We're not doing that in this house. He's not her bio dad. He stands firm. Respect to this dad protecting his home and other kids. Right move or too harsh? What I will say is, with any video on the internet, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy is just some guy who made up a story because he was like, this is going to play well. But the message is good, right? OnlyFans is a bad thing for this country. It's convincing women to stop being productive members of society and to be hookers. And I got into a lot of trouble when I called OnlyFans chicks hookers because they're not models. Spare me your manipulation and your lies, dude. Selling sex for money makes you a hooker. Now, we can talk about the gradient, and some people say, hey, hold on. Like a Victoria's Secret model in her underwear appearing in a mall is not a hooker. And I'm like, you are correct. That's a Victoria's Secret model. But there's a difference. The Victoria's Secret model's purpose, the job, is so that she can showcase the underwear largely to women, but guys look at it too, and women want to be attractive to guys. So it's a fine line. OnlyFans has women that don't do like hardcore stuff, but when you're like taking a picture of yourself and like poking your butt up at the camera, you know what you're doing. You are presenting an image to a man for which he can purchase it so he can be sexually gratified. And you know what he's doing when he sees that image. You know exactly what you are selling. OnlyFans are digital hookers, and everybody knows it. So I'll say this, man. I think it should be banned. 100%. 110%. And people are going to be like, Tim, that's fascist. You can't ban people. They have free speech. Listen, there are limits and there are lines, and there's what a culture can and will accept. And I understand that, back in the day, we've talked about it ad nauseum, that we don't have free speech in this country the way people think we did. That when the founding fathers ratified that Constitution in, 1789? Finally saying, okay, guys, we're going to have a Bill of Rights, you could not blaspheme. So you had free speech, but if you went outside and spoke ill of Jesus Christ, you would be put in jail. And I think the last case was like 1840s or something, where a dude made a comment. We've gone over it a million times. He made a comment about Jesus and like not being the son of God or something. And then he ended up going to jail for it. And that was the last time they ever actually prosecuted somebody and said, okay, maybe we can't keep doing this. So I understand the nuances of what free speech is and what we allow. I do not believe we as a culture should tolerate this idea that women are going to all become digital hookers. They're going to go online. I'll stress this. Perhaps we actually don't need any real laws about it, because AI is going to just destroy this thing. What I can only say then is, I guess technology will alleviate many of life's problems, culturally or otherwise. But we do need to have a strong cultural foundation. Like, what do we believe in and what do we tolerate in this country? And so that being said, OnlyFans should not be tolerated, right? If I met somebody and she was like, I'm on OnlyFans, I'd be like, there's the door. I am playing this game, right? I know people who have done what they try to describe as tasteful OnlyFans. And I'm like, nope, out the door. Not playing this game. Like, I'm not going to cut slack for dudes who do whatever they're doing, right? Like, men and women are different, I get it. But women who try to sell like racy photographs online for money, no. I'm not telling you to cover your ankles, lady. I'm just saying there's a line. But I got to warn all you guys who use OnlyFans and you're saying like, look, I have a subscription and oh, do you? You're talking to a guy. You are sexting with guys, okay? I think it was even Andrew Tate who like admitted this. You get a picture of a hot chick, people pay money to see her, and then they pay money to DM her. But you're not talking to her. You're talking to a guy. And it's another guy sexting back with you and you're getting your rocks off on it. It's like that, it was like a Family Guy joke where they like connect, they have like a sex line, and then two guys call and they connect the phones together. And the guy's like, wait a minute, are you a guy? And the other guy's like, yeah. And then the other guy goes, you want to keep going anyway? Like, bro, these people on OnlyFans, like that are using it, know they're talking to dudes and they don't care. Bro, if you really don't care, they got AI chatbots for free. So we're already there. What's going to happen is they already have AI sex bots. You get these DMs and they're like, hey, cutie. And it's like, delete. Guys are going to go on OnlyFans. They're going to subscribe to this woman and they're going to be talking with sex bots by other, it's going to be some nerdy Asian dude in a room and he's going to be like, I just programmed my fifth sexy woman for OnlyFans and she's getting an average of $3,000 a day from horny men who are chatting it up with my chat bots. So I think it's, you know what, I can only say milk the boomers while you can, because younger guys are just going on the AI stuff. But anyway, shout out to this dad for saying no to this debauchery. I think this is a good message, and I think more people should say it. Smash that like button. Share the show. Follow me on X and Instagram at Timcast. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you all in the next segment.